Okay, friends, so we are live outside of the WDI USA conference. They are being protested.
So much progress over the last few decades in the fight for liberation, in the fight for women's rights, for reproductive rights, and especially in the fight for trans rights. And we are not going back. Are we going back? Are we going back? Are we going back? Okay, well, when trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? That's right. And I have something else to say too. These people are going to say, well, we are merely standing up for our religious beliefs. We are Christians and we want to make sure that, we are protecting our children. Well, we know that's a lie. That's a lie. Number one, if they cared about protecting children, then they would care about protecting trans children. And you know the way that you protect our children is not by forcing them into the closet. It's not by forcing them to live their lives in fear. It's not by denying them the self-determination. It's by uplifting them, protecting them, making sure that they feel safe so that they can come out to us and be their true self. They are doing the exact opposite of that. Their work is directly contributing to the deaths of children all across this country. So it is absolutely imperative that we make sure that their work is not successful, that we combat their hatred and their spread of misinformation with the truth. Do you all know that we established a California-wide Trans History Month last week in the state of California? It's efforts like that, opportunities to spread the truth about the trans community, who we are, what we have done, the ways in which we contribute to society, that we fight back against this spread of misinformation and injustice, that we signal to trans kids, trans people, trans families that we care, that they are important, and that they are a part of society. And for those people who say, well, this is a modern creation, no, trans people have always been here, honey. In cultures all across the world where we think about the Fa'afafeni, the Fakaleti, the Mahu, the Two-Spirit peoples, in so many iterations across so many cultures, trans and gender nonconforming people have not only existed, but been celebrated. Their contributions have been uplifted.
Hi, friends. So I just want to say what we're hearing. I'm going to put the sound back on in a moment. We are live in San Francisco at the WDI, which is Women's Declaration International. This is what is going out live outside of the conference. So what you are hearing are those who are protesting the conference right now. On screen, you are seeing Kay Yang, who is standing there with her signs that are talking about stopping female erasure, and you are watching what is going on there. So I just want to give you some context. I'm going to put that up. So what you're hearing is going to be protesters who are talking about quote unquote trans rights, but I'm going to put it back on Kay.
That she was trans. Because of people like this woman right here, people who force their idea of what a woman is onto others, onto our society. That led to the death of not only trans women, but cisgender women. Cisgender women. We're going to do this shit real quick. When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans kids are under attack, what do we do? When trans kids are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans kids are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? Are we going back? Hell no! 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 Hey, ho! Ho, ho! Transphobia's got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Transphobia's got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Transphobia's got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Transphobia got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. 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 Transphobia got to go.
Something that bothers me as a feminist is that trans inclusion are trying to use the word feminist. It is not feminist to align yourself with people who are trying to remove women's rights and are using trans. Don't misgender me, bro. It's not. Yeah, we're just standing at the hotel we're staying at. So yeah, all right. If we're allowed to be here. Can you film this guy right here? This guy right here is harassing women. This is a man harassing and assaulting and intimidating women. This is a man harassing, touching women. You cannot intimidate women from being in power. We have a right. I'm not here to take the number one. We're not saying you are.
That you are. That taking away the rights from trans women somehow validates more femininity more. I have a message for you. That's not the case at all. Okay? Have you seen the attack on reproductive justice, on reproductive rights happening in the vaccine? Do you see that the two are not combined? It might begin at conception, then why the hell does it child support? The second group that I want to speak to is all the other gay men, because I don't see enough gay men here. In the United States, any right that we have as queer folks are due to the black and brown trans women. You don't have to be scared, you don't have to be scared. The problem is that if you think that this is not about you, when you think it does, it'll be much too late.
Exercise our right to engage in public about issues that affect us, our safety, and our well-being. And we have 50 protesters here who have gathered, attempt to intimidate us, harass women into silence, but we won't silence. Also, you know, the police are here, but they're more concerned about telling us where to stand than telling these men not to touch us or grab us or touch our signs. So that's a repeating theme as well, where women continuously get blamed for male violence.
So we're watching this. I hope that you all could hear what Kay was just saying. They're outside the conference right now, and apparently the police are more concerned with telling the women where they can and cannot stand than stopping these men from touching women. It's horrifying to note that everywhere that women go to speak their truth, we are silenced. We have to put up with men who come by and tell us to stop speaking up for our rights. For our
You don't know what was on you. You don't have to know. I'll tell you. I was maybe gonna put the signs down. And then I'm gonna put the signs down and then walk out of the room. Okay. Because I want to get like some of it on the live stream. What they're doing. Okay. So I'll come back. Are you gonna be here? If you don't want to anyway, you don't have to. Okay, we're not leaving. You guys are so confused. It's not even funny. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I taught gender ideology. I taught gender ideology in the classroom. Don't tell me I don't know. I used to be trans. No, stop silencing sisters. Stop silencing sisters. Stop silencing sisters and be trans.
Who you are with the right to free speech.
I'm not fighting with anyone. I know women can't be blamed for violence from me. Well, if you don't want something to happen, please talk to them. Please.
Like you're out here. You're out here.
Why are they so trust this man? He's gotten in our faces a million times.
But if you're walking around trying to confront them, I don't
No,
want.
I'm trying to film.
I know you're filming, but you're going up there. You know what the reaction's gonna be. If you guys are they're gonna stay over there.
I understand,
and you guys can find a spot and you guys can exercise.
Also, women shouldn't wear skirts or tube tops on the street because then it might be our fault for getting sexually harassed or raped. I'm just saying the parallel is absolutely there.
I'm saying for right now.
I understand. I understand. I'm just drawing the parallel.
Okay, but I'm not trying to blame anybody.
I know you're just trying to be dumb. I'm not trying to have a problem. I just am trying to point it out because you know what I'm saying, though, right?
No, I get what you're saying.
Continuously, we women are just trying to gather and have free speech, and these people try to violently stop us, and then we're the ones who are told that we have to move or go away or be quiet.
I don't want anything to happen to anybody.
I know, I understand that. Maybe the San Francisco police could have brought more people out to deal with them.
I wish we had more people to bring out.
You don't? Well, I don't want to leave the other women. Let's all go as a group. Is that everybody? We're an Escalation.
They already went in.
Okay. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear us, Amy. I have no idea if you guys can hear us still.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Away from the road at the request of the organizers of the event.
Okay.
So, I still have a good view on them, but I'm not gonna stand out there alone if everybody else is moving away. So we've moved away right now. There's still probably about 50 to 60 of them. A lot of them are masked, of course. They're saying the usual stuff, that we're Nazis, that we're here to kill kids. They've said many times that we're misinformed and dangerously ignorant, which is exactly what they are, which is
Insane.
interesting, right?
Insane.
And then again, I just want to point out what always happens at these events is that we women try to gather peacefully and try to speak about issues that affect us and access our right to free speech and to safety in public. And we are met by violent counter demonstrators. And then the police, instead of dealing with those demonstrators, they tell us women where we need to move, where we can go, what we're allowed to say and do. And no, absolutely no addressing of the masked men who are shoving us and putting their flags and hands in our faces and on our bodies. So those people are not being in any way policed. We are the ones being policed. So don't forget that, women. We are the enemies here. Okay, the state is not on our side. The police are going to uphold the law, whatever that law might be. And right now, the law says that women have nothing, and these people are allowed to violently harass and intimidate us.
It's absolutely horrible. It's absolutely incredible.
Amy, I can't really hear you. I don't know if it's better for me to just stand here and show what's going on. I don't know how long you want to keep the live stream going. We're pretty much like physically apart from them. So,
Yeah.
actually, no, here comes one of our women. Tarina, we're up here. We're physically apart from them right now, so it's not like anybody's going to, well, I don't know what, well, we don't know what they're going to do, Julie. So I don't know if the live stream can hear me, but what they're chanting is no church, no KKK, no fascist USA, which is hilarious because they are actually the fascists here. They are the fascists. They are the ones who are attempting to use physical violence and acts of domestic terrorism to silence women out of having peaceful protest and also having our right of freedom to assembly, freedom to assemble and freedom of speech. Oh yeah, that is her. There we go. Yeah. I'm gonna move to the other side of the balcony and get a different angle for you all. I'm going over here to film from this angle.
Thanks, Kay.
Oh, now they're asking for money. Now they're asking for money. So they have signs that say, one sign said, "We've always been here." They had a speaker on the microphone who was saying, you know, oh, trans people have always existed in all different cultures. And they started naming a bunch of different cultures, non-white cultures, right? They're naming them and saying that this is an example of why we're racist and why we're bigots, because we oppose this ideology that's that has been inherent to all these indigenous cultures. But that's actually historical revisionism and misinformation, because trans identities are brand new. This whole ideology is brand new. While the concepts might have been the same, this ideology the concepts might be the same, but never were any indigenous cultures anywhere in the world, never were they telling children that they have to medicalize and mutilate their bodies to achieve a simulacra of the opposite sex. That's never been a thing. That is only a thing now. And these people, they are on the side of, as we know, of big pharma, right? These people are supporting institutionalized medicalization of gender non-conforming children. They are explicitly targeting lesbian, gay, and bisexual youth, explicitly. That's, if you look, you'll see that too is a lot amongst them, right? They've got these young, confused girls. Down with turf bigots. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Hope you're set up.
Yeah, maybe you could put that on this.
It doesn't do upright, it would only do horizontal. I can hook up to this. You want to hook up to that?
It's fine, honestly. I don't know how long we're going to be out here, because if I can't get close, we can't really see anything.
Well, so I talked to the police officer, and he said that they were also informed that they would be here at 2. And he's like, I don't know if more people are going to show up then, but that's...
Okay.
And he said, these are all the police they've got.
So, Amy, the police are saying that there's literally just a handful of them here right now. There's like 5, not even, police that are identifying themselves. There may be police officers that are like undercover or don't have identification, but as far as I know, there's just like a few. And the protest itself wasn't supposed to start until 2 o'clock. And right now it's only like 12:30. So if there are this many people here now, there might be a surge of people coming closer to 2.
Okay.
So I don't know if you if you're able to be on any kind of standby till then.
Yeah.
But if anything happens, I'll try to go live with you again. And if we can't get you, I have a body cam on and we will be filming. At the very least, it's really important to document that this is what happens when women try to gather.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Kay, I can be on standby. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to take myself off camera.
And we had a really great panel earlier this morning. We've had a few great panels. There was a lesbian breakout panel. There was also a panel for desisters that I facilitated. And we had Elizabeth Chesick and Anna Dutton, who is a 17-year-old detransitioner, who is, desister. And desisters and detransitioners are different, which is kind of what we wanted to highlight with the panel, that we have a lot of overlaps and similarities. There are similar psychological effects that desisters face in detransitioners, but there are also fundamental differences between, right? Because desisters have really only socially transitioned, taken on trans and gender non-binary identities, maybe changed their names or pronouns or way of dress or appearance. But detransitioners are people who have actually medicalized and had surgeries or took hormones or something to align their body with what they thought their gender identity was, and have since re-identified with their biological sex. So we've been talking a lot about that here today, because we know with the amount of indoctrination that is occurring across classrooms, not just in America, but around the world, more and more young people are being exposed to this ideology, which means we're going to have surges of young women and teenage girls looking for help when everything shakes out and they realize that they've been abused and exploited and taken advantage of. They're going to be coming by the thousands, by the hundreds of thousands. Young girls are going to be coming. So that's why it's really important that we're all speaking out, why us women have gathered here at the conference today. It's important that Amy's doing this live stream, that all of you women are tuning in and listening to it, and finding your voice and speaking out, because Every time we go out there in our public, more women feel empowered and encouraged that they can speak out too. And we desperately need that right now. Yes, the lawsuits have begun. So now we have on the microphone down there at the rally is a public educator, which speaks to exactly what I was just saying, the institutionalization of this ideology. So now we have a public school teacher supporting male violence against women, because that's what has occurred today. These teachers betray their students, not just girls, but the boys too, are being completely and utterly betrayed. And so you all know we're in the financial district at the Hilton, but it's basically at the mouth of Chinatown. So right behind us right now, directly behind us, is the big park that the park that is the heart of the San Francisco Chinatown. And there are old folks out there gambling and playing mahjong, and I don't know what they think about all this, but I'd be interested to get their thoughts on it. San Francisco is the oldest and largest Chinatown in the U.S. Yesterday, I was able to get out there and pretty much sticker everywhere. So the message is out there, and hopefully more people are seeing it. I made sure I put the message in the Chinese American Historical Association. I wrote it up on the wall. I put it on a quilt that they had. I left stickers all over the place because, they're really relying, this ideology is relying on exploiting women of color, okay, and people of color, and saying that anybody that opposes this is some type of racist bigot, which we know is absolutely 100% not true, because we have women of all races at the table speaking on this issue, and this issue affects women all over the world. We know that this is an international, global agenda being perpetrated by the United Nations. We know that. We know it, and we have the proof. When will they realize that they're shilling for big pharma and medicine? That's a great question. So again, these people think that they're like somehow revolutionaries and they're pushing back against, I don't know what, some power structure. I don't know what they think they're pushing back against, but as we know, these people are the foot soldiers for the New World Order, basically. And the New World Order is an order in which sex, they want to completely eliminate the category of sex as a measurable category. Why do they want to do that? Because they want to break down what it means for us to be human. Not just what it means to be a woman, but what it essentially means to be a human. Why? Because big pharma and the medical industrial complex and the global surveillance grid, the global control system is very invested in moving us into a world where we, quote unquote, transcend our humanity, right? They're moving us into a transhumanist, post-humanist world. That's what they want anyway. But we're not going to have that. We're going to continue to resist. Exactly, Charles. Follow the money. Follow the money. Women have been exposing this issue. Jennifer Billick's been exposing the money behind this for almost a decade now. Okay, the research is out there. And they call us ignorant. They call us ignorant and uninformed. No, but they asked me to move back here, and once I move back, I'm not going to organize it, because we want to, prevent, I don't know what, but yeah. They acted predictably. Yeah. No. And again, the police telling us to move. I'm like, why are you telling these people to move? They're blocking. So I don't know what the laws are here in San Francisco, but in New York City, you are not supposed to block the flow of pedestrian traffic. You're allowed to protest and have free speech. Well, they say anyways, but you're not allowed to block the flow of pedestrian traffic. And if you can see, that's exactly what's happening behind me. They have the entire block in front of the hotel blocked off. So normal people who are coming by who don't know anything about any of this, other patrons of the hotel, elderly in Chinatown, because remember, we are in Chinatown. So they are bringing this violent rhetoric and protest to the heart of this community. They're blocking people from walking on a public sidewalk. And you guys probably can't see, but there are elders across the street watching and wondering what the hell's going on over here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't normally drink water bottles from strangers. Especially not around here. So more and more people are coming to join their little picket, which also, isn't it hilarious that this is what they're picketing? Of all the things that are going on in the world right now, they find that it's so important to literally walk in a circle in a picket line against women exercising free speech. And again, this isn't even a public event. We're having a private event. They did try to come in the building, but the security were adamant that they were not going to be coming in the building. The hotel has extra security on staff because they do not want anyone in their lobby harassing other customers and patrons. There are families here. So again, these people, they think that they're just terrorizing us. They're terrorizing everybody here at the hotel and everybody in the neighborhood. Yes, exactly. Men in black bloc with umbrellas, shoving their umbrellas in our faces, putting their hands in our faces. There's that guy right there. He's got his little black and red little Antifa communist flag and his black umbrella. He's an absolute coward. He put his hands on me multiple times, and they did what they always do. They put their hands on you, they push, they shove, they grab, and then they say, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you. Hi.
Kara really wants everybody to come in.
Oh, they want us inside?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're
Getting interviewed.
I'm gonna grab my bag. So we're all gonna go inside now and kind of group and just get away from these people. It's possible that we'll try to live stream again. There may be more people coming again because they said that their protest was scheduled for 2 p.m. And again, it's not even 1 o'clock. So if more people come, we will at least get footage of it. And if I can't get out here myself, I'll send somebody else out here who can come and get some footage for us.
Great. Great. I love it. I love it.
So we're going to wrap up. But Amy, thank you so much for getting us on here impromptu like that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being out there today. I wish I was in San Francisco with you all.
There are so many incredible women here. There are tons of incredible and brave women here. Some have been organizing around this issue for decades. Others are brand new. Okay, so we're gonna take off. Amy, I'll be in touch with you. Maybe we'll get some more footage later, but
Thank
that's
you.
it.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Bye from San Francisco.
Bye. All right, that was a little bit from San Francisco, the WDI USA conference in San Francisco. That is Women's Declaration International. Thanks for jumping on, everyone, and watching this. I do want to say, hey, Jane, a special shout out. It's been an amazing day today for women. Let Women Speak Dublin did an incredible job. I don't know if you all catch some of that live stream early this morning, Pacific Standard Time. But Kay says that their actual protest starts at 2, so I may be back with you this afternoon. I posted some clips and some pictures on my Twitter account about this protest. So if you want to see a little bit more, you can go there. Of course, most of you are watching on YouTube, but share these protests, share about women, the Let Women Speak in Dublin this morning, share about what's happening with Women's Declaration International, Women's Declaration USA today. These men, wherever women meet, I'm going to take off my glasses, it's got a glare, but I see you better, but you can see me better maybe without them. Wherever women meet to speak in public, we are met with intimidation, silencing. So no one is telling these stories. Hardly any news outlets are telling these stories. That is why it is so important that we film these events. That's why I jumped on Impromptu to capture what Kay Yang was doing out there. It's why it's so important that Kelly J. Keene films her events. This is the public record of our dissent. So this is us saying, no, women do not consent. We do not consent to the redefinition of our language in law. We do not consent to men in our spaces and sports. We do not consent. This is the record of our dissent. This same thing happened to women when we met in Tacoma. Again, it was another private event that was also protested. So whether we speak in public, whether we speak in private, these men will arrive and try to shut us down. And I'm only using the words just because I know Charles was having a little moment about that. Not moment. He made an observation about it before. And I'm only saying men and women. I know so many good men who are on our side. I'm only saying men and women because this was a women's only event. And most of those protesters are men who say they are women. So in that sense, it's men and women. But of course, this is about, as Jennifer Billick says, this is about reality versus anti-reality. This is not even about men's rights versus women's rights or trans rights, that is. It is about reality versus anti-reality, and all of us who are standing here, standing with these women who happen to be out there today, we are standing on the side of reality. So I thank you all for joining me this afternoon on the side of reality, and it's very possible that I will be going live in about an hour because that is technically when this is going to start. So thank you all today, and thanks, Mary. I just wanted to give a shout out to Mary Dyer. Thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate it. All of these, even these little small donations, it helps to pay the cost of my live streaming. So I really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for being with me. And we'll see you all very soon, maybe in an hour. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everyone.